Thanks for your support as a channel member, Tommy Williams. Well, here we go then. It's the final ever F1 Manager 23 career mode video that I'm going to make. And it's around Las Vegas. Let's close an era. And welcome to episode 54, the final episode of Haas with F2 and GP2 champions only, where we are the champions. We secured the Constructors' Championship in Brazil last time out. Pierre Gasly is the Drivers' World Champion as well. We bagged that in Qatar the round before. There we go. He's got a very healthy lead. But we haven't actually won any of the last 3 races, I think it is. Yeah, we didn't win Sao Paulo. Verstappen won that. We finished 3rd. We didn't finish on the podium in Qatar. We finished 4th. And Hamilton beat us to victory in Suzuka because Gasly mucked it up when he could have won the championship by winning the race. But that happened. So, yeah, we're here in Las Vegas, gearing up for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, the final race of the season. And what a journey it's been. We took over Haas with Nico Hülkenberg and nobody because we had to fire Kevin Magnussen because he didn't fit our requirements. Not in terms of skill, but we can debate that too. But also we only have drivers who have won the F2 or GP2 championship. And we've gone and conquered them all, haven't we? With Felipe Drugovich, Nico Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly, all 3 of them winning races for us. And we got Hülkenberg his first podium, we got him a win, we got Drugovich a victory last season and this season as well, and Gasly's gone on to just take this team right to the very top and become world champion. There's nothing else to say, but you know, it's been an amazing journey and it is the end of an era. It's the last F1 Manager 23 video I'm going to record. I think there's one more stream to do after this and then that's it. So let's get to Vegas, get on the track and see if we can sign off with a victory. Traffic is a nightmare in Las Vegas, even on the racetrack, and Felipe Drugovich is booted out of qualifying 13th in the second session. That's his session done. Gasly is second fastest to Verstappen, who's 4/10ths quicker. I think he must have had a mega tow. So let's get ourselves into Q3 and see what we can deliver. Final qualifying lap of the year then. Pierre Gasly is the back of this enormous train and we cross the line with 10 seconds left of the session. Yuki Tsunoda's Alpine is the car ahead of us. That's hopefully going to give us the slipstream down the massively long straights here in Vegas. And that's going to take us all the way to pole position. We are already fastest thanks to a tow from Valtteri Bottas. And we are a quarter of a second ahead of Max Verstappen. First sector coming up then for Pierre Gasly, and it is a personal best. Okay, not the best of anybody, but it's still pretty good. He is super close to the back of the Alpine, and I don't know if this is a help or a hindrance at the moment. Don't seem to be getting... No, it's not an improvement in the middle sector. Verstappen is a few cars ahead of us. Ocon has just gone 4th fastest. He's doing bits in the Williams. Verstappen hasn't improved, nor has Gasly, and it's status quo at the front of the grid. Verstappen and Gasly will share the front row. It's another pole position for the Gasman to seal off an amazing season. And yeah, he has just been the cream of the crop when it comes to single lap pace. We've obviously given him a car that allows him to do that, but he's been fantastic. Now, let's sign off with a win. Ready to go then for the final time on F1 Manager 23. Drugovich from 13th, Gasly from pole position. It's hard medium for Drugovich, medium hard for Gasly. Very boring strategy. 2 stops I have worked with round here in the past, but it doesn't always give you the success you think it might. So I'm just not going to risk it on this occasion, and this is going to be the one time that there's just pure mayhem, loads of safety cars and whatever, but we'll be prepared for it. I'm underfueled both drivers a little bit. I'm hoping that Drugovich will recover that fuel stuck in traffic with DRS, but I think we're all set for a motor race. Let's do it. So we're looking to the lights for the final time on this game. F1 Manager 24 is just around the corner, but is there victory first? The lights are out. The race is on. Gasly Is he still in it? No, that's Verstappen doing Verstappen things and sending it down the inside. We didn't get a very good launch there at all. Drugovich, though, up to 12th, I can see. Here comes Gasly on the inside of the Red Bull. Can we out-drag him down to turn 3? No, we've just tucked him behind, and that will be P2 for us. What is Norris doing all the way to the right? Hi, Ocon, being an unfriendly Williams there for us. Oliver Behrman is 4th. Dude, I know this kid's good, but this is, you know, he's driving the Sauber. He's driving a Sauber, remember? This thing is a boat. But he's done worldly things and got himself ahead of a Red Bull. Well, to be fair, Bottas is 6th, so he must be doing something right. Drugovich in 12th. That's a good start for him. Gasly will just follow Verstappen. We'll pick him off somewhere later on in the race. And by later in the race, I mean lap 3, when DRS becomes available. Here we go. Blasting down the outside. Verstappen forced to fall in line. Job done. Let's, well, we probably won't hang on to it for very long because DRS is super powerful. There you go, we've already lost it. Side by side, and Verstappen goes through. So we're just going to do the old hokey cokey with first place and Verstappen, and that's what it's all about today. Okay, very interesting development here. Not only has Pierre Gasly got past Max Verstappen, but so has Esteban Ocon. And, well, we know how much these two like each other. Here comes Ocon's Williams. Esteban Ocon leads the Las Vegas Grand Prix for Williams. That was not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today, but that's what's happening. And, well, this entire train of cars basically goes to Drugovich, who's the first car without DRS. What I might get Gasly to do is just top up the battery while he's there, and yeah, we need Drugovich to top up his battery too, but we also need him to catch up because the hard tyres. So yeah, we'll probably just sit back on that. Gasly's in a very good position tyre wise, so we are looking very strong. We might, I don't know, could we have the option to go to softs for the final stint? Doubt it, but it will give us a strong position on the hards, that's for sure. Second position has been gained by Felipe Drugovich. He's gone past the Alpine of Jack Doohan, who's on a set of mediums, so maybe the tide is just starting to turn. We got him into DRS range, as you can clearly see, and we've passed the Australian driver. He's up to 11th place now and sitting behind Alex Albon. So he's in the queue, which goes to Ocon, who's now the first car without DRS because Gasly and Verstappen just started to edge away. But we're slowing everybody down by conserving fuel. And Verstappen will probably come past now. No, he's waiting. That's very un-Max Verstappen-like. He's going past. There we go. Down the outside, turns in and takes the lead. But the power of DRS around here means we'll immediately be back on his tail and threatening to take the lead back off of him. We're starting lap 17 and we're wheel to wheel across the line here with Verstappen and Gasly. Here's the situation I wanted to update you on. We have got a 6% advantage when it comes to tyres over Verstappen and almost anybody. Behrman is probably the next best. Leclerc, yeah, Drugovich the only driver on hards with anything higher than 54%. But the guys on softs have made a bit of progress, but they are starting to fall back. Ocon is holding them up. Gasly doing a beautiful job, as you would expect, of a world champion to just be in this fight, and you know, they're slowly edging away. These are the class drivers of the field this year, and we're seeing the order in which they are classy-ist at the moment this year, because Gasly is still leading Verstappen, and we're going to be in a wonderful position strategically because we can run a bit longer on the mediums. We might lose some ground, but we will then soon, well later on, be able to catch up. Alright, here comes Pierre Gasly. He's going to take the lead, and what I'm going to do now is attack on the tyres and try and build a bit of a gap to Verstappen. See if we can pull away from the Red Bull. And in fact, it's going in the pit lane, so that's, I suppose, helpful. We're going to deploy the battery. We won't be under threat here, so Pierre can just gun it. Where does Verstappen pop out in this mad sequence of cars? He's going to be at the front of it. Here comes Pierre Gasly to the pit lane. His tyres have just reached 30%. And he's going to hit his marks. And then we're going to make a nice pit stop, aren't we? Yes, 3.6 second pit stop. Lovely stuff. And Pierre Gasly just retains the lead. That was perfectly timed. We've got the tyre offset we were looking for. We're still in the fight with Verstappen. Drugovich now leads the race. And wow, this is going beautifully for Haas. Felipe, he will probably pop out in and around the edges of the top 10. Maybe like Doohan or Pourchaire, somewhere around there, I think. But then he's going to have such an advantage tyre-wise. Even if he put on hards, he'd be in a better position than this lot. Race leader Felipe Drugovich is heading to the pit lane. We've not had the well-timed safety car that he could have so done with at the moment, which would have vaulted him way up the order. But he's going to have better tyres than everybody. 3.7 second stop, that will do. And he's going to pop out just behind Pourchaire as predicted. And that's a wild Lewis Hamilton right behind us. So we need to get a wriggle on, deploy the battery and get up the road because we don't want to be fighting with them. Gasly has dropped back from Verstappen. The Dutchman put on a bit of a burst to build a 1.5 second gap. But we're just managing our pace. We've got 10% superiority when it comes to our tyres. There will be a point later on where we can just gun it, close the gap, overtake and disappear. We should probably also do a little bit of harvesting. So we've got some battery because that's helpful too. So we'll probably drop to about 2 seconds back now, but this race will come back to us. The game is afoot here at the front. We have a 6.5 second lead over Oliver Behrman, who's got himself into a podium position. Go on, lad. And that's George Russell, who's looking to take it away and be a big, fat party pooper, which we don't want. And please don't, George. There we go. Well, he'll take it now. Oh, George Russell, this is why people don't like you. I like him, but this is why we won't like you. Gasly's just taken the lead. And they're fighting through the S's section, and Gasly secures P1 for now. We'll lose it with a DRS though. Felipe Drugovich has just moved himself into the points. We've passed Yuki Tsunoda. Gasly's got himself back into the lead, having lost it, but those two at the front are just swapping positions basically. They're DRS sharing at the front, and Drugovich is taking the move with DRS past Tsunoda, and that moves him into a point scoring position. But we're after more than 1 point with Felipe, so his work is not done yet. Alright, 5 laps to go. Gasly's held the lead for a number of laps now, and Verstappen isn't able to find a way past, or just doesn't want to. He's trying to save his tyres, I think, because once they hit 50%, like Drugovich's have, the performance will drop off. We haven't caught Leclerc yet. He's still, in fact, it's Ocon he's chasing. It's 1.2 seconds the gap, and he's brought some friends with him. Actually, we've been driving in clean air, which has been slowing us down. Nice one, Aaron. Some things never change on this game, but we could still definitely catch Ocon for P9. Gasly at the front. I was kind of hoping he'd fall behind Verstappen at some point. What I might do then, in lieu of that, is hold the position and attack now and try and disappear from the Red Bull's sight. But it's going to be tricky. Actually, don't defend. Rarely defend. I don't want you driving offline. I want Verstappen driving every which way to try and get around you. And here we go. We're going to try and pull away. But with the DRS, Verstappen does close in. It's this section here where hopefully we can do enough damage. Yeah, we've got outside of a second. So Gasly now in reasonable position to go on and clinch the race win. Hi, Drugovich, and hello to Leclerc and to Ocon. Also goodbye to them as Drugovich just steams past. Beautiful stuff from the Brazilian. Let's harvest some energy. We'll take another look at this overtake. Here we go. It was almost 3 abreast, but it was just a double overtake. Superb from Felipe Drugovich. I say that's good work, isn't it? Well, the good work's been completely undone. Drugovich has just lost 3 places. Ocon, Leclerc and Hamilton have all come flying past. And he's back outside the points. We'll have to deploy the battery here. He's got very little tyre left to use. We'll have to just gun it on the final lap, I suppose. Got a bit of fuel to recover as well. Gasly now nearly 3 seconds clear of Verstappen. Our strategy with him has worked beautifully. Lando Norris on for a podium at the moment if George Russell can stop stealing it away from other British drivers. But Gasly just cool as a cucumber. Look at this! It's a Ferrari sandwich. Hi, Drugovich and Lewis. Who's going to get the run through the final section? Let's conserve a bit of fuel just so we're safe with Felipe. He's back up into 10th place. So if we can get past Leclerc here, then we can nail Ocon as well. Wow, almost contact. I think we... Oh, Drugovich has just lost his temper and he's like, I've had enough of all these cars in front of me. I'm going past. But he's now going to lose all those places because they're going to have DRS. Hi, Pierre. You're winning the race, aren't you? That's good. We'll come back to Drugovich in a second and see if he hasn't been completely destroyed. But we're going to sign off F1 Manager 23 with victory here at Haas. Fantastic. Pierre Gasly's got it, and Drugovich is defending everybody into the final corner. Can he get the traction ahead of the Ferrari? No, he can't. He drops to 9th. That's disappointing, but you know, still come through for some points. And yeah, P9 will do, I suppose. And yeah, we sign off in the best possible way. Victory around the streets of Las Vegas, and Pierre Gasly is once again the man this season. He has been superb and a very deserving world champion. There he is then, Pierre Gasly, the man of the season, the world champion this year. Is joined by Lando Norris and Max Verstappen on the podium, and we've had such an incredible year. It's been a fantastic journey with Haas. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, this hopefully on F1 Manager 24 will be what we get to enjoy with AHGP when we become the 11th team on the grid. And there you go, celebrations for driver and team alike. We've won the Drivers' Championship, we've won the Constructors' Championship, and there's celebrations all around the garage, and there'll be many more into the night here in Vegas. It doesn't matter what you bet on, just bet on Haas, because we're world champions. We are the team to beat in F1 now. But that is the end of this journey. So Pierre Gasly ends with a lead of nearly 100 points. I think that's what, 83 points? Or, well, I can't actually do the maths at the moment, but it's a big lead over Max Verstappen. And Felipe Drugovich comes home in 5th in the end in the Drivers' Championship. A solid development from him. If I'd worked out that the race simulator needed to be more up to scratch for him, I think he'd have done a lot better. But that's on me, not him. But he's won a race, he's won a sprint, 4 podiums, a pole, a fastest lap, only 1 failure to finish. But that was the rage quit, so he brought that on himself. But yeah, a wonderful season from him. A stupendous year for Pierre Gasly. 3 fastest laps, no failures to finish, 10 pole positions from 15 races, 11 podiums, 2 sprint victories, 8 Grand Prix wins to add to his memorable win in 2020 at Monza. A fantastic season. Pierre's the man. We are Constructors' Champions as well by a reasonable amount from Red Bull, who closed the gap slightly in the final round, but it mattered not. AlphaTauri only scored 3 points across the whole season. Mercedes dropped to 6th with Perez and Sainz behind the wheel. They still got beat by McLaren. Wow, that is unbelievable. But anyway, we move on to not a new season, a whole new game. So I will see you there for more success like this. Pierre Gasly, Haas, champions of the world. What a journey it's been. 3 fantastic seasons with Haas, 4 amazing seasons with Mercedes as well earlier in this career, in this life cycle of the game. We've done a season with McLaren. We've done a randomized grid with Ferrari. We're just finishing off another season with Red Bull as well, with Max Verstappen's last to champion challenge. So yeah, we've done quite a lot on this game, and there's much more to come on F1 Manager 24. I'll be revealing my plans for that on Monday, so tune in for that, and some highlights from F1 Manager 23 as well. So I'll see you very, very soon for more F1 Manager content. There'll be F1 Manager 24 content. Come on, give it to me now, please. Just, you know, do it weird, do something weird and give it to me now, Frontier. Anyway, I'll see you then. You're the best fans. It's bye for now.